We're live, and it's always down to the last minute. Literally, at the wire. I am scrambling to get everything ready for you guys. Welcome to the Kelly Kitchen, where we have food, health, and fun. I'm going to wait for just a quick second to see who is going to join me. How's everybody doing with this whole quarantine thing? Crazy. Thank you so much for joining me. We have got some super great things on tap, and I just realized that I am cooking already. So I decided that I was going to get started with our buffalo chicken casserole. This is a family favorite, and I haven't made it in a while. And I was reminded by one of my high school friends that this is one of her family favorites. And when she posted the picture just a couple of days ago, I was so unbelievably embarrassed because it's one of my very first recipes. It's buffalo chicken casserole, and we make it over a bed of cauliflower. So I took a head of cauliflower, I chopped it up into florets. You can buy the bag of florets if you want. And I just added them to some boiling hot salted water, and I just let them go there for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 minutes. And I just wanted them to get a nice, I don't know, just like a tenderness to them. And let me just give you I'll just show you really quickly. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. It has been, already dropping stuff on the floor. It's been quite an ordeal with this whole staying in. Quite frankly, I love every second of it. So I'm still working every day, but still cooking every day, and we're just having a grand old time. So I just wanted to show you really quickly. This is our cauliflower, and I just want it to be fork tender, knife tender. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't want it to be mushy, but I want it to cook down just a little bit, because we're going to get started with this casserole so that then I can get it into the oven. So we're going to do the buffalo chicken casserole. We're also going to do my 0-minute steamed broccoli. Okay, how do you make steamed broccoli in 0 minutes? The Instant Pot. Hi, Chapin. Good to see you. So we're going to get going with that. And then after we make the steamed broccoli in 0 minutes in my Instant Pot, we're going to make a keto carrot for 2, and it's made in the microwave, and it's fairly low carb. It's lower carb than traditional carrot cake, but it is about 10 carbs per cake, and really you can share 1 cake with 1 person. So we're going to get going on that in just a second. I have my oven going at like 375. Everything in this casserole has already been cooked. So what we're doing is we're gonna mix a few things together. We're gonna put it on top of our cauliflower base. So you can see I have steamed cauliflower in there. It's just a little bit tender. I've got 1.5 cubes of super soft cream cheese, regular cream cheese. That's 12 ounces. Each thing of cream cheese is 8 ounces. God, it's so fun to see everybody. You guys, this is great. So in my cream cheese, I let it sit on the counter today. I just pulled it out like at noon today, so it's really soft. And to this, I have green chilies. You don't have to add these, but these add like a nice little kick. And you know how buffalo chicken always has a little spice to it anyways. So this is a can of 7 ounces of green chilies. We're only going to use half of this, and I just want to drain any juice out of this. The recipe calls for, that's a bad light on me. Sorry, guys. I don't want to have to run around there and close that. So we're just going to stay close to the camera. So I'm just going to use half of these. Most of the time, your green chili can of green chilies is only going to be about 4 ounces. So that's what the recipe calls for. You don't have to use that. We're also just going to use some regular old ranch dressing. It's not 100% keto because, I don't totally love these ingredients. You can make your own. There are tons of recipes on Pinterest or all over the internet. If you just Google keto ranch dressing, then you can make your own. I had to pick my battles, so I didn't have time to make this today, so from scratch. So we're just going to use the jar kind, and we're going to do a half of a cup of our ranch dressing. Here's the other thing about doing all this cooking at home, is that I just want to use the things that I have in my pantry. I mean, there's some of these recipes. Somebody sent me something that was asking for like Madagascar vanilla, and I'm like, I know what that is, but I don't keep that on hand. And so, anyways, we're just gonna mash all this stuff together. We're also going to add our buffalo sauce. And see, I have to write all this stuff down. I chopped up some scallions. This is about a half a cup of scallions. We're going to put half in here, and we're going to put half on top. So we'll just put half of that in there. And then we're going to do a half of a cup of our buffalo sauce. This is Frank's buffalo sauce. It's just a brand, Frank's Wings. And you can get this pretty much anywhere, any supermarket. And it's very low carb. Actually, per serving, it's 0 carbs. And there's no name brand if you're on a budget, or there's fancier ones, but definitely keep an eye on the carb count for other brands, because sometimes those brands, they like to add that extra sugar in there, or that cornstarch or whatever. So we're gonna take those out of there. We're gonna add just a little bit of garlic powder. We're going to do about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I'm just eyeballing this here because, we like it like that. I'm going to mix all of this together. It's going to get nice and creamy. And then here's the other part. You can use a store-bought rotisserie chicken. Costco has rotisserie chickens for $5. Costco also has pre-pulled rotisserie chicken. Like, it comes in a cube of like 2 pounds of rotisserie chicken already pulled. So you can do that also. This recipe for my chicken, which I'm going to add to this buffalo cheese mixture here in a second, is the chicken that I make every single week. I do it in my Instant Pot. I make this rotisserie chicken, about 5 pounds every single week. I get a huge packet of like no hormone added bone-in, skin-on chicken breasts, and I make my own rotisserie chicken. And that is one thing that I always make time for. You don't have to do that. It's just something that has become a routine for me. And I don't even think about it. I popped on the treadmill and made my rotisserie chicken. Who came to visit me? Oh, from Pennsylvania. Hi, Eleanor. Nice to see you. My daughter might be going to school in Allentown, Pennsylvania, so maybe I'll come visit you. We're deciding right now. So guys, here is my mixture. This is my buffalo chicken mixture. It's cream cheese and ranch dressing. It's all the stuff that goes into your normal buffalo chicken dip, I guess you could say. But then I just thought I saw somebody come up to my front door. I was like, who's coming to my front door? This is my rotisserie chicken that I make every single week. So this is about half of the batch of what I made. I made about 5 pounds or 4.5 pounds. I made chicken salad today, and then I have other leftover for a soup for later. So I just, I'm going to show it to you after I put it in here so you can see. I just pulled the bones and the skin right off, but I needed those in there for the flavor. And I just added the chicken right to my buffalo wing sauce, my cheesy, creamy buffalo wing sauce. And I'm just going to give that a really nice stir. And I'm going to coat all of my chicken with the buffalo sauce. Then we're going to put it right here on top of our cauliflower. Now, when I put this in the oven and I bake this, The cheese is going to melt down over the cauliflower, and it almost gives you like a combo of a buffalo chicken mac and cauliflower cheese type casserole. When I have more people in the house and more people to feed, I make 2 of these at once, and I'll put one of them into the freezer. Who came to visit me? Oh, New Paltz, New York. I've been there a bazillion times. We used to have a house in the Adirondacks. I love New Paltz. We probably have some mutual friends. I'm sure of it. So anyways, I was saying that sometimes when I have more people in the house to feed and more freezer space, because quite frankly, I'm out of freezer space, I make double of this recipe, and I pop this casserole, one in the oven for dinner tonight, and then I'll pop in the other casserole into the freezer, and I'll just cover it with foil and label it, and then you can pull this right out of the freezer and pop it right into your oven for like an hour, for frozen to baked, and it takes about an hour to cook it. You know, you keep it covered for a little while you're baking it from frozen, but not when you're baking it like this. Okay, so we've got our cauliflower base. We've got our buffalo chicken, yummy, yummy, creamy on top. And then you're going to take a cup of cheddar cheese, and we're going to sprinkle that over the top. You could also sprinkle in a little bit of blue cheese. I know people love blue cheese with their buffalo chicken, and I do too, but this recipe is more of a ranch and cheddar. Then I'm going to take the other part of my scallions, my chopped scallions, green onions, if you didn't know what those are. Oh, and Atsuko's from Tokyo, my favorite fan other than Peter. Atsuko and I went to high school together, and she religiously comes to see me every Monday night, and she's such a great supporter. So hi, Atsuko from Japan. It's so great to see everybody from all over the world. It's amazing. How is this, this whole thing has really brought us all together. But check this out. Okay, so there is my buffalo chicken casserole. It is very, very heavy and hearty, and we're going to pop this in the oven for like, everything's already cooked in here. You just want it all to sort of melt together. So this is going to go into like a 350-degree oven for like 15 to 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, is somebody here from Scotland? Vonda from Scotland. This is amazing, you guys. And here I am just in little Santa Monica, California. Okay, so I'm putting this in. I'm actually I realize we don't have a tremendous amount of time, so I cranked my oven up to 375. I'm gonna put it in there for 15 minutes, and then I'll probably put the broiler on for a couple minutes and get it nice and crispy on top. So this, just gonna set the timer, 15 minutes. Let's get busy. I'm kind of bummed about the lighting situation, but I'm gonna stay close to the camera so I don't get that lighting on me right now. Oh, in Vermont, we love Vermont. How's the maple syrup? Love it. We are gonna get busy on our Instant Pot broccoli. Now, I call this my zero minute broccoli, and that is because we make it in our favorite Instant Pot, and it's probably one of the easiest things I do. I didn't put this together after I took it out of the dishwasher because I wanted to show you a little something. If you're afraid of your Instant Pot, just practice with it. Go to my website and try the hard-boiled eggs. You will never make hard-boiled eggs any other way. They're so easy. But this little silicone ring, if you don't know what this is, this sits right inside the inner ring of, from Texas. How you doing? Who is that? Julie. Oh, well, of course, Julie. Hi, Julie. Julie comes and sees me every week. I am putting in the silicone ring, and this is what helps the lid seal on my Instant Pot. But when you cook something in the Instant Pot, it usually takes on, this silicone ring takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking. So we did a pot roast the other night, and I don't want my broccoli to taste like pot roast. I'm sure it would taste fine, but if I were to make anything else, I don't want the flavors to transfer. So I pull this ring out and I put it right into the dishwasher so it gets it nice and clean. And anyway, so I just wanted to show you how you put that silicone ring in, and you can actually buy more silicone rings if you want to, like replacement ones, or have substitutes. Like if you're doing cheesecake and then the next time you make something you want to make chicken or curry, you don't want those flavors to transfer, so you can get more of these silicone rings. They're super easy. The other thing I have going in my Instant Pot is I have just a little trivet, and I'm going to put that right down at the bottom. I'm going to put a cup of water, and then I was very organized, and I cut up a bunch of broccoli. This is 2 heads of broccoli, and I'm just going to put the broccoli florets right inside my Instant Pot. My insert. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, I'm gonna generously season this. Of course, if I can find my salt, where is it? Oh, that's where it should be. Put away. So I'm going to generously season this. This is about, I would say that was a generous teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put my insert right inside of there. You guys, this is going to be the fastest dinner of all time. Of all time. It's crazy. And we'll have tons of leftovers. So I'm going to plug in my Instant Pot. It says off right now. I don't know if you can see this from there. I'm sure you cannot. We're still working on our technical difficulties for the camera, but it's on off right now. And when we put the lid on, which we will do now, we are going to, my favorite sound, this top, the top of the lid. We have sealing and we have venting. When we put the lid on, you have it on venting so that you can get it sealed on there. Then you want to turn that little knob to sealing, and we are going to press steam and 0. Now here's what happens. I'm going to push steam. I'm going to press the minus button so it's 0 minutes, okay? The machine takes a few minutes, probably about 5 to 7 minutes to pressurize. So it's as soon as it pressurizes, so now it says on, and as soon as it pressurizes, it's going to start my 0 minute timer. But as you can see, it's going to take a few minutes to do that. And while it's pressurizing, is going to cook my broccoli. And so while that is doing its thing, it's got a couple minutes to pressurize. We're going to add a little bit of feta and a little bit of red onion to our broccoli once it's cooked. I always talking to the fridge. I always get one of these jumbo things of feta because I use it for so much stuff. I use it in salads. I use it in soups. I sprinkle it over tons of different vegetables. It is so great with just regular sauteed zucchini. But I'm just going to add just the rest of this is in here. I think there's probably, I use this all the time. Can you believe I went through all of this in like 3 weeks? This is probably like 1/4 of a cup, and we'll add that, and we're going to add a little bit of red onion. And I'm really mad at myself. I don't have the red onion ready. Normally I do, and I can't find it. So we're going to use white onion or yellow onion. So why not? And I will be answering any questions. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, and Michael McGovern, who I've known for my whole life. If you guys have any questions, please, chime in and let me know whatever questions you might have. I am going to use one of my favorite tools, my cute little mandolin. And I like to have the onion on really thin slice. So I'll get just a cute little bowl out for our, I should have been more prepared. Sorry, guys. We're going to continue letting our Instant Pot do its thing. See, it's still pressurizing, and we will make sure that we get the onion going. And I just like to give my broccoli a little oomph, you know, and I'm gonna just slice it so that I have 4 little pieces just like that. And then I'm gonna use my mandolin and I'll just slice maybe like, I don't know, 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, and we'll just have that ready to go for when our broccoli is ready. So that we're going to put off to the side as well. Now, who would have thought you can make carrot cake in the microwave, right? Super fast, 6 minutes, comes together really, really easily. And I always have all of these ingredients in my cabinet. So we are going to make these. And so here we go. In my cabinet, I have so many different sizes of ramekins, and this is I would say a larger ramekin, probably like 6 or 8 ounces. If you have just a little coffee mug, you can use a coffee mug like this, or you can use just a regular coffee mug. It's totally, completely up to you. There's no rhyme or reason to this, but this recipe calls for 2 of these, and I have already fully greased these up. I just sprayed them with a little bit of olive oil and made sure that all of the sides were covered. I melted, I'm going to actually put this in the microwave for just another quick second. I melted 2 tablespoons of butter, and then in this is all of my dry ingredients. Okay, so our butter is nice and melted. This is all of our dry ingredients here. I have a little bit of almond flour, a little bit of my favorite low-carb sweetener, which is Lakanto. It's a blend of monk fruit and erythritol. I've got baking powder, cinnamon, and then I use a little bit of pumpkin spice mix. Now, you don't have to have pumpkin spice mix. You can just do a little bit, like a little mix of maybe cloves or nutmeg or whatever. But cinnamon is the real spice that's in this. But you can always get this like around the Thanksgiving and holiday time. So you add a little bit of that to this as well. So we've got those 4 things. We're going to add them to our butter. I'm also going to add 1 egg, and this is about 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts. See, chopped walnuts. We'll put those in. You just dump them right inside the pot. And then I have about 1/2 cup of shredded carrot. And I just used my basic box cutter. I used the smaller one because I didn't want my carrots to be too chunky, but you could use the larger side if you wanted to, but it's not a fancy tool at all. And I'm just going to pour that right into my bowl. And we're going to take a quick fork. We'll just mix that together. And this will create like a really nice batter. It's going to be a really thick, dense batter. I don't know if you can see this, you guys, but my Instant Pot is pressurizing right now, and it still hasn't even started. So that's the time where it's all getting cooked together right now. So that's how we make broccoli in 0 minutes, right? So anyways, I hope everybody is hanging in there and doing well. I hear everybody's really sick of washing dishes and cooking. I don't understand that because it's just part of our life now. And I am all for supporting all of the restaurants and all of the places of business. But we haven't actually eaten out once in 3 weeks, which is super crazy. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. And when this is in the microwave, I'm going to show you how we make the frosting. Okay, so we're going to add 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. Let's get that in there. I can smell the broccoli cooking already, and I can hear it all coming together. Okay, so this is making a really nice, thick, dense batter, and it smells like, can you guys see that? It's, you know, like I love carrot cake that's nice and chunky, and you'll notice that the carb count is kind of high for a keto style dessert. 10 carbs for 1 large dessert. Sounds like a lot, but a regular carrot cake is like 75 carbs for 1 slice. So this is a great alternative. And if you're really hankering for carrot cake, this is going to be your best option. So I've got my dough all mixed together. See, it's in a really nice thick batter. And I've got that all, and I'm going to put half in each of my ramekins. My buffalo chicken is almost done. Can you even believe how quickly that came together? It's amazing. And by the way, this cleanup for me, super easy. Peter and I will knock this thing out in like 10 minutes. It's not even a big deal. So you're going to take your spatula and you're just going to press your carrot cake down into the bottom of the ramekin. And you're not even going to believe how this rises up. I actually need to share a little better. I didn't do that very evenly. Okay, so there, it's a little messy, but you get it. This is what it's going to look like going into my microwave. Now, check this out. Well, you can't see this. You can probably just hear this. I am putting it into my microwave for 6 minutes. Now, I have a really, really tiny, simple microwave. It is the most basic microwave that you can have. So it only at highest level only is 700 watts. Most microwaves are a little bit stronger, 800 watts, 1,000 watts. Mine is 700 watts. That means 6 minutes in the microwave. If you have a higher watt microwave, do it for 5 minutes. Do it for 4 minutes. And then if it's not fully done, add a minute. You got to try it out and see how it works. See how it comes together. The frosting is super easy. I have 2 ounces of softened cream cheese. I took this out earlier today when I was pulling out the other cream cheese for the buffalo sauce. And I'm going to, oh, that's my buffalo chicken. Okay, so I'm going to check it. I probably just need to do a little broil on top, but let's check it out. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is amazing. Okay, I'm going to put this back in, but look at how fantastic that looks. I'm so happy. Oh, we're going to have the best dinner tonight. Yahoo! Okay, so I'm putting that back in there. I'm going to broil for, let's try it for 3 minutes and see what looks out. So here's the other thing about why I wanted to make this, because I desperately needed new pictures. I have the worst pictures ever, or I did, and then I used a stock photo to just get something else up there because I was so embarrassed. But we made this tonight because I need to take some better pictures of it. So that's going to come together really nicely. Okay, so for our frosting, we are going to, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of, this is, sorry, let me show this to you. This is my powdered monk fruit sweetener. It's just like powdered sugar, but it's a low-carb sweetener, and it's by a brand called Lecanto, and it is a blend of monk fruit and erythritol. It is the same thing as the other monk fruit that, I'm sorry, the other sweetener that I used, but the other sweetener I used is granular. When you use granular, it doesn't always melt the same like real sugar. So you need, it recrystallizes, and so that it gives sort of a crunchy flavor. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons of powdered sweetener with our cream cheese, and that is our cream cheese frosting. It is so good. You can have these, you know, the carrot cake is so delicious for like breakfast. I am working on a recipe to make this into a muffin to go into the oven. Oh my God, so good. I'm working on the recipe to make this into muffins, so you can make did you see that? It's done. Our broccoli is done. So we're I'm just gonna finish mixing our frosting together for our carrot cakes. I got a lot going on here. I hope I don't burn that buffalo chicken. I should probably check on that. Oh, so amazing. And I don't want to burn this either. So I'm quickly going to, did you see how the steam was going off? So I like to use like a long wooden spoon like this so that I don't, you know, the steam is a little scary sometimes, but when you use a long wooden stick, you can just let the steam go. Just like that. And it's not hot. It just is sort of scary. I swear, it's not hot. It's just a little scary. So as soon as that's done, we'll take the broccoli out. And in the meantime, we are going to get our buffalo chicken. Oh my goodness. Da, 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 da. There is our buffalo chicken cauliflower casserole. We're just going to call it a buffalo chicken casserole. Don't tell Tracy that I put cauliflower in it because she won't eat it, but I know she loves this. But I always trick her into eating my cauliflower stuff. So there is our buffalo chicken casserole that came together so fast. You can make double, put it in the freezer. This is great as leftovers, and everybody loves it. I promise. And if they don't love it, bring it to my house because we're going to eat it. Let's check on our broccoli. I have these weird smells going on. I've got the buffalo chicken, and I've got the broccoli smell, and I've got the carrot smell. Our machine is almost, oh, there it goes. Perfect broccoli. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just show you one of them right now. It is the perfect fork tender. Whoops. This is my 0-minute broccoli. Check it out. Do you see how perfectly done that is? We're going to take that and we are going to get it out of the steam and out of the water, and we're going to put it right into our bowl so that it'll stop cooking. I have a couple other pieces that are in here, so I'm just going to fish these out, and then I'm going to show you our carrot cakes. So easy. I'm going to be coming out with a whole slew of mug cakes. Like we'll do a brownie one, we'll do a cinnamon one. Are you still there? We'll do a brownie one, we'll do a cinnamon one, we'll do a blueberry one. So that's all in the works, and these are super easy to throw together. Now it's time to show you my so beautiful. Ow, hot. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool for just a quick second. These are my mini carrot cakes, and I'm gonna let these cool for just a quick second. while I put the broccoli together, and then we'll frost these and we'll get them out of their container and we'll frost them. Okay. So to my broccoli, this is, you know, just, you don't even have to do that. You can just have it just like this. But I like to just add a little bit of, I usually have red onion. I guess I couldn't find it in my fridge. I know I have some in there, but we're just going to add some regular onion. And we're going to add, this is about 1/4 cup of feta cheese. Beauteous. And there is our broccoli with feta and cheese. It is a great little side dish for anything. If you wanted to do a little side dish of this broccoli, feta and cheese, feta and onions with like a grilled steak or with egg and burger, egg and a hole. There's so many things that this goes with. So it's kind of a staple. And again, this is great for leftovers too. I love that. Now, let me show you what we're going to do here. These are still kind of hot. That is okay. I've got my frosting going. You're going to take a plate, just like this. It's kind of hot, so I don't want to burn myself. Oh, I forgot one step. You're going to take your knife. I'm just going to clean my knife off. We don't want broccoli. We do not want broccoli on our carrot cake. We're going to just very gently run your knife around the edge. And these smell like Thanksgiving. They smell so good. But they're carrot. We're going to flip this over. Oh, God, don't drop it. Don't drop it. Wouldn't that be funny if I dropped it? We know that I do that sometimes. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Ooh, I can't grab it like that. It's just too hot for me to do it like that. Oh, pretty! Look at that. So there is our little mini carrot cake. See how, and it's got nice, the chunky walnuts in there, and the carrots are all cooked. It's so, no, I'm not going to drop it. Don't worry. It smells so amazing. So I have 2 of them, so I'm going to only use half of my frosting. We'll get this one frosted right now. We'll frost the other one later. And we're just going to press it right on top. It's going to kind of melt in there. I probably should use like a little butter knife. Don't worry, only I'm going to be eating this one, so I can put my fingers all over it. If I were making this for somebody else, I wouldn't do that. I promise. Okay. I think I need to have a bite of this right now. Let's take a look. Oh my God, it smells so good. This is my little mini carrot cake that's made in the microwave. You guys, can you even believe? Oh, look at the steam is rising off of that. We're having a feast tonight. This casserole, we'll probably have it for dinner tonight, dinner tomorrow night, lunch for maybe 2 days, because it is probably 6 or 8 servings. I think it's 8 servings. And then we've got our broccoli with our feta and onions and our amazing. I think this is cool enough for me to take a bite. Mini keto carrot cakes. They're so good. And really, this is big enough for 2 people to share this. So if you're going to share this with somebody, it will be 5 carbs each. If you're going to eat it all for yourself, then it's 10 carbs, 10 net carbs. So just keep that in mind when you're taking a look at all your carbs. That was a super fast session. I'm so glad that you guys joined me. I hope you're hanging in there during this quarantine, spending a lot of time cooking and with your families and resting and relaxing. And don't worry, you're going to learn lots of fun new things, and life will never be the same, but I think in a good way. Thank you so much for joining me. All of my recipes, or I should say most of my recipes, are on my blog, thekellykitchen.com. I try to share everything. My cookbook is coming out very soon, probably this summer. I post a lot of pictures and recipes on my Instagram, and just you can find me there. So thanks for joining me. Oh, and I have a private Facebook group, Healthy Keto in the Kelly Kitchen. So please share this with anybody that you think could find food, health, and fun here with me and needs help or has any questions, because I love seeing you guys. And I can't wait to see you again next week. All right, bye. That carrot cake is good. I'm going to have some more. Bye.